Hi, I'm Lamp. I've been developing games for about 3 years now, and about 1.5 years ago, me and my friend Strauste decided to work on a bigger scope project under the name Digital Dreamers, and that's how development on our game, Broken System, started. Broken System is a game inspired by the vaporwave movement. It's a story-driven, atmospheric puzzle about a dystopic future where all is controlled by a massive company, and our main character is recruited by a mysterious group to help them destroy this broken system. Our goal was to create our first full-fledged game. We already worked together in some game jams and a university project, but those were really simple or unpolished games, and we felt like we were ready to work on something bigger. We went through different ideas for the game. At first we were testing different game mechanics and trying stuff out in a project called The Symposium. We were working on this with another friend that isn't collaborating on the game though. At this point in time we didn't have any ideas for what our game was going to be about, and in this project we tried implementing a portal mechanic, a torch, and some basic interaction with objects. We made a grass spawning system and worked a bit with lighting and post-processing. While working on this, an idea came to our minds. We decided to make a horror game inspired by the vaporwave movement. At first our idea was to make a story-driven game set in an open world where an enemy would chase you, so you had to hide using some hideouts while trying to reach checkpoints to advance in the story. This was taking inspiration from games like Alien Isolation. While this idea was taking shape, especially for the aesthetics part, we decided that having an open world wasn't working for us and that the enemy wasn't fun to try and avoid, so we scrapped that idea. We realized that we overscoped, and we knew from the start that making an interesting open world would be really hard and time consuming. And while that was one of the reasons why we shifted to a linear design, we also realized that the gameplay wasn't working that well. Thankfully, we didn't have to throw away basically anything of what we had done to that point. We were able to reuse our player controller, and also some of the 3D models we were able to reuse. And basically, instead of having an open world between the areas important for the story, we decided to make a linear path from a place to another, and we also deleted the enemy and decided to focus more on the puzzles. The game will start in the player's apartment, where he will receive a mysterious series of emails that will kickstart our story. The progress in the story will be made through puzzles, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this presentation for the game. I will see you in the next video.